If you want to cheat and play around and do malicious, crazy things, you will. And a woman can't change that or make you do that. You have to want to do that.
Trina's world just took a serious hit, and this time, it's about her husband, Swurv. Over the years, Trina has always tried to keep her personal life out of the public eye, especially when it comes to love. But with news this big, there's no hiding from the spotlight. Reports are flying in and saying Swurv has been arrested, and from what we're hearing, the situation is bad, really bad. If you followed Trina's journey, then you already know she's been through a lot when it comes to romance. Her relationships have had more than their fair share of struggles, and just when it seemed like she might finally found peace, everything is starting to fall apart again.
Did you get a prenup?
I didn't.
Why not?
Because my husband brings all of his money to me. So
What?
I'm in charge. He can't spend a dime without my consent. He can't spend a dime for nothing unless it goes through me.
That's
that
what I'm
phone go to
talking
ringing
about.
up, that thing go to, I see everything.
That's what
So,
I'm
yeah.
talking about.
Fans thought she had finally found real happiness, someone to build a future with, but now that dream may be slipping through her fingers. So what exactly happened with Swurv? Why did he get taken in by the police? And more importantly, how is Trina dealing with this heavy moment? Let's break it down. First off, if you're surprised to hear Trina was even married, you're not alone. Many of her supporters had no idea she had tied the knot. This relationship flew completely under the radar. Unlike her past romances, which were often public, filled with red carpet appearances, interviews, and social media moments, Trina made a choice to keep this one private. So, who is Swurv? He's not someone you'd recognize from TV or major music videos, but he's known in the music scene, just not in front of the cameras. He's worked behind the curtain in the hip-hop industry, helping artists with deals, making connections, and staying active in the business side of things. Some say he's helped push some rising stars forward. While he might not be a household name, his reputation in certain music circles is solid, or at least it used to be. Because now, Swurv's name is everywhere, but for all the wrong reasons. Here's where everything starts going downhill. News just came out that Swurv has been arrested, and what we're hearing is deeply troubling. The story is still developing, but from early reports, it sounds like there was a violent argument that turned ugly very quickly. Witnesses say it all began with a heated exchange of words. What started as just a disagreement quickly spiraled into something much worse. Before long, the situation got physical. And according to a few insiders, a weapon may have been involved, though that detail hasn't been officially confirmed by the police yet. What we do know is that officers arrived fast. They didn't hesitate. Swurv was taken into custody immediately. That says a lot. Law enforcement doesn't act that quickly unless the situation is serious. And from what people are saying, the charges he could be facing are no small matter. If the rumors are true, Swurv might be dealing with felony accusations charges that could lead to years behind bars. Authorities haven't released a full list of what he's being accused of, but sources close to the case suggest they're gathering strong evidence. Surveillance footage from nearby cameras is already being reviewed, and some insiders claim that what's on tape could hurt Swurv's chances in court. So now the question on everyone's mind is, what does Trina think about all this? How is she responding?
I have always felt like I wanted it's more the relationship, or was always the person that always did the right thing.
So far, she hasn't made any public statements. Not a single post. Not a tweet. Nothing. For someone as open as Trina used to be about her emotions and personal life, the silence is loud. Is she protecting her peace? Gathering her thoughts? Or is she waiting to see how things play out before making a movie? No one really knows, and that's driving fans crazy. People want to know if she's going to support Swurv through this, or if this is the moment she decides to walk away. After everything she's gone through in her past, it wouldn't be shocking if she decided this was too much to deal with. To understand what this moment might mean for Trina, you have to look at everything she's already lived through. Love hasn't been easy for her. Years ago, she had a very public relationship with Lil Wayne. They were together on and off for a long time. Trina has spoken openly about how much she loved and respected him. Their bond was deep, but it didn't last. And one of the most painful parts of that time in her life was when she suffered a miscarriage while they were together. That loss hit her hard and left an emotional scar. Later, she dated French Montana. That relationship also had its issues. For a while, it seemed like they were doing well. But then rumors began to surface that French was cheating, possibly with Khloe Kardashian. Trina never confirmed the cheating publicly, but she ended the relationship shortly after. The way things ended left her hurt and humiliated. But perhaps the biggest tragedy of all came in 2013. Trina was engaged to Raymond Taylor. They were deeply in love and making plans for their future. Then tragedy struck. Raymond was shot and killed. Losing him was devastating. Trina has opened up about that loss many times. She said it changed her forever. You don't just get over something like that. So, when fans found out she had secretly married Swurv, many felt hopeful. They believed she had finally found the peace and love she deserved. After everything, she had someone again. But now, that hope is being tested. Let's talk about Trina's career for a moment. She's not just another rapper. She's an icon in the hip-hop world. From the late 90s until now, she's held her ground and made a name for herself as one of the strongest, most confident women in the game. Her nickname, the baddest chick, wasn't just for show. She's earned that title. But here's the problem. When your name is tied to a major scandal, even if you're not the one in trouble, people start looking at you differently. That's just how the industry works.
It gotta mean something, energy. I have to feel it. It has to have a purpose. And to me, a purpose is relationships. It's all good sometime and then you fall apart and you hate the person, never speak to them or see them again or care. And I learned that in all of my years of living and learning and finding inspiration.
If this legal situation gets worse, Trina might start losing business deals. She's not just making music. She's been working on TV shows, brand partnerships, and other ventures. All of that could be in danger now. Companies don't like drama. And even if Trina had nothing to do with what Swurv is accused of, just being married to him during the scandal could put her in a tough spot. Trina is known for being strong, independent, and in control. She's built her whole brand on those traits. But if she chooses to stay with Swurv through this mess, some fans might start to question her judgment. People could begin asking, how can someone as powerful as Trina stand by a man facing these kinds of accusations? On the other hand, Trina isn't new to controversy. She knows how to handle herself. If she decides to distance herself from Swurv, she might be able to flip the situation and come out even stronger. She could use her platform to show that she won't be dragged down by someone else's mistakes. She might not have spoken yet, but you can be sure that when she does, all eyes will be on her. Right now, Swurv's legal team is working to figure out their next move. If the charges are as serious as they sound, he could be facing years in prison. And if that happens, Trina will be forced to make a big decision. Will she stand by her husband while he's behind bars? Or will she decide that enough is enough and walk away? It's a tough choice. Relationships are complicated, and we never truly know what goes on behind closed doors. But one thing is clear, Trina doesn't deserve more pain. She's already carried enough heartbreak in her life. People are already weighing in on social media. Some believe Trina should leave now before things get worse. They say she deserves peace and happiness, not more stress and public drama. Others think she might try to stick it out, especially if she truly loves Swurv and believes in his innocence. But loyalty doesn't always mean staying no matter what. Sometimes, walking away is the strongest move a person can make. Right now, Trina hasn't made any public moves. No statements. No interviews. No comments. But sooner or later, she's going to have to speak. Whether she chooses to support Swurv or leave him behind, it's going to make headlines. This is a turning point in her life. Not just personally, but professionally too. And no matter what she decides, fans will be watching closely. What do you think? Should Trina stand by her man, or should she move on and focus on her future? Drop your thoughts in the comments and stay tuned, because this story is far from over.